After a challenging start to the year compacted the season into the second half of the year, the MRF Tyres BTRDA Rally Series would come down to the wire on the final round. What a fitting end to what had been an exciting year in this series. The Rallynuts stages is here. Plenty of overall and class results to be decided on this day on iconic stages in mid-Wales. Elliot Payne and Patrick Walsh would make a great start to the event this weekend, opening up a 10-second lead by the end of the morning's 3 stages. Clearly, the pace in the new car was good. They looked to have gained even more out of the blocks this time out. An impressive run so far, perhaps cemented by this start at the final round for Elliot. For championship favourites Gary Pearson and Niall Burns, it would be second. It was theirs to lose this weekend, but that, of course, is always a very real possibility. They had to keep it tidy, get to the finish, and keep that pace up if they were going to take the title for 2021. Often, managing these things is harder than going all out for the win. Their main rivals, once again, would be Callum Black. This time, Tom Woodburn alongside. Tom still hunting an overall title result after some great results with George Lepley this season. The pair putting in some good times, but for now, they have to settle for third. Just 2 seconds, though, back from Pearson. The championship fight was definitely on. Just outside our podium positions, but in no way out of the fight, were Ian Bainbridge and Will Atkins. They end the morning 4th place overall, just 6 seconds behind those podium positions. And leading the way in the B13 class on this morning's stages were Russ Thompson and Tom Murphy. They get a good start on the others in the class, leading the way with a small advantage of just 3 seconds. Separating the B13 class on our overall leaderboard would be a very impressive Perry Gardner. Jack Bowen alongside, still getting used to the car, this only the second outing of the season in it. The times were good though, the pair lying in 6th place. Back to the B13 class though, and second in that class would belong to this man, Matthew Hurst. Declan Deere alongside once again, the pair clearly pushing that Evo on the stages. Plenty of sideways action to entertain the spectators as they try to push and get those last few seconds needed to overhaul that class lead. We are surely looking forward to a good battle here today in B13. The gap back to third in the class would be a little more comfortable. 59 seconds to be exact at this stage. Ian Joel and Graham Wood and that Escort Cosworth lying third in the class as well as 8th place overall. Once again, we get treated to the spectacle of a very sideways and very fast 2-wheel drive crew sneaking into the Gold Star results. Jason Pritchard and Phil Clark taking the lead in their class, of course, and putting in times good enough for 9th place overall. Supposedly out this weekend on a Roger Albert Clark rally test. Clearly though, they mean business, not just for them, but today as well. And rounding out the top 10 would be Pat Naylor and Ian Lawrence. They didn't need to do the rally this weekend. Their result for the season couldn't possibly get any better, but they decided to come out and have a play and enjoy the Rallynuts stages, saving money by using the same MRF tyres that they finished the Cambrian Rally on too. Not a bad advert for our championship sponsors, that is it? So with the morning stages complete, here's a look at that overall leaderboard and how it's shaping up in the Gold Star so far here on the Rallynuts stages. Here we go then, the last 3 stages of the afternoon and indeed the last 3 stages of the 2021 BTRDA Rally Championship. It's the win for Patrick Naylor and Ian Lawrence. Not bad, but not actually needing to come out and do this rally for their championship campaign. Certainly making a point there. They win the Production Cup for the year as well to add to their tally. The Senior Crew Award as well, although they probably don't want to talk about that one. But they say goodbye to the trusty Group N car, ready for a new B13 Challenger to make its appearance next season, and we can't wait for that. We're on to the top 10 then, and it will be a slight drop down the order for Jason Pritchard and Phil Clark, rounding out the top 10. Still a very impressive result though. Fastest of our 2-wheel drive crews this weekend, making a point themselves. The afternoon stages would see Dylan Davies and Mark Glenister moving up the order, ending the rally 9th place overall in the Subaru, just a single second ahead of Pritchard. There's no change though for this pair, Ian Joel and Graham Wood. They keep a good, solid pace to end the rally 8th place overall, 3rd in B13. A place that they'd mirror in the overall championship standings too after this round. Joint 8th place overall for the season with Pat Naylor. It had been a valiant effort with times swapping on every stage, but there'll be nothing more that Matthew Hurst and Declan Deer could pull out of their hats to catch our class leaders. It was close though, only 10 seconds between them by the end of the rally, the pair finishing in 7th place overall. So all of that of course meaning it's the B13 class victory this weekend for Russ Thompson and Tom Murphy. A great way to end the season, even if the championship had been a little up and down for the Evo crew. Perry Gardner and Jack Bowen equal the result from last time out with 5th. The pace was certainly consistent, they'd shown plenty of potential this season, and I have to say, they are ones to watch. If they come out for a full season next year, why wouldn't they? Son of a BTRDA rally champion and surely chasing that trophy himself. There's no change for Ian Bainbridge and Will Atkins. They keep hold of that 4th place on the leaderboard, keeping in touch as well with those podium positions, not letting them get too far away. Only 2 seconds back, for example, from the final step on the podium by the end of the 6 stages. It would be bittersweet for Gary Pearson and Niall Burns through the afternoon, a puncture slowing them down and losing them some valuable time, meaning that victory today slipped away from them that little bit more. Thankfully for them, they'd done enough for the championship to take the title by just 2 points when dropped scores were taken into account. That victory adding the BTRDA to an already impressive Scottish, Welsh and British Rally Championship National Championship title for the year. Callum Black and Tom Woodburn did all they could do this weekend, and we loved watching them do it, keeping things going the right way on the leaderboard, but the championship win was out of their hands, and to be honest with you, we couldn't have asked any more. They end up with 2nd place on the event this weekend, 3rd in the championship for Callum, Tom managing to add to his points and take 2nd overall in the co-drivers standings. But all of that means that it's victory this weekend for a super impressive Elliot Payne. Patrick Walsh alongside, and not many people know these stages better than him. It certainly hadn't been a straightforward season, an on-finish midway through and a change of car to contend with under such young hands. But they certainly proved themselves as championship contenders with a 2nd place overall for the season as well. It can't surely be long before Elliot joins his dad Charlie on that BTRDA trophy engraving party. So with the Rallynuts stages complete and indeed getting to the end of the 2021 BTRDA Rally Championship, the results at the top look like this.